Mount Everest. It's just the most intense laboratory of human experience. It's easy to think it's just overcrowded and really dirty and really dangerous because of the level of experience. Don't believe the shit that's out there in the media. There's no one shit talking it who's actually been there. It's not perfect. I will never climb Mount Everest from the south side again.
The south side has just grown massively with no limitations from the government. On the north side, the mountain feels completely empty. There's no competition, there's no crowding.
You're climbing Mount Everest.
There's just no more powerful experience in the planet than what we're gonna have over the next 5 weeks.
This is my 14th season on Everest, and it's still as special to me as the first. Here's why I think Mount Everest is so important. Last fall, I was really excited in rock climbing, and of course I'm still keeping my base of cardio fitness. When I'm rock climbing, I'm still running some and things like that. But once winter came, it was like, I need to shift my focus to cardio-based activities. So that was mostly backcountry skiing through the winter. Luckily, I'm super passionate about backcountry skiing. There is just no replacement for running.
Really go running in a little bit.
So as soon as spring came, kind of April, I used that month for running. A bunch here in Tahoe, down the east side.
I feel really good, I feel ready. Of course it's a balance with sleeping in the tent and kind of suffering at high altitude every night. Makes it a little hard to recover for workouts. I've just been pushing really hard between work and training and sleeping in the tent. But I think it's all worked. I'm healthy, and luckily I still love running and my body likes it. So yeah, it's been great. I'm ready. Yeah, this bag is gonna be pretty full.
It's the packing process that finally makes the expedition feel real.
Most important, bring in the new down suit. This is the Black Diamond Summit suit. And man, it's been a labor of love designing this with Topo and Kala and the Black Diamond design team. Can't wait to actually put it to the test.
I've been planning for this Everest expedition for probably the last 6 or 8 months. We've been sleeping in hypoxic tents for the past 2 months. I've been training all winter. We finally packed the last of our duffel bags, probably sending 25,000 pounds of gear and food to base camp in Tibet. And now it's time to go climb the mountain. The entire expedition was planned to be less than 35 days from home, back to home. And on the mountain, that means somewhere in the vicinity of 3 weeks, maybe as much as 3.5 weeks climbing on the mountain. So we arrived at the very end of April.
All our bags, all our people are in Chengdu, China. It's all been super smooth. We are headed to the airport to fly to Lhasa. We're actually entering Tibet.
You know, if there is one challenge, it's the permit process on the north side. We do have to be incredibly patient to get our permissions to get into the north side of the mountain. So there's a stress there that we as a business have to kind of own. That only works with the number of years of experience I have and Alpenglow has with the Chinese to feel comfortable that what we're selling to our clients is real.
What's the problem here? Come on. Go! Yeah! Go, 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 go!
Everest Live North Side. We're at 17,200 feet, same height as our base camp, but we've just crossed or topped out the pass on the way from Tingri to Everest Base Camp. And it's this magical point. Watch this. sick. We're gonna drop down off the other side of this pass and spend 2 nights hiking, acclimatizing, motorcycle rally racing.
So I've been lucky enough to spend now 8 years of my life on the south side of the mountain, climbing from Nepal, and 6 years of my life climbing from the Chinese Tibetan side of the mountain. And so I feel like I can competently speak to the benefits of both sides.
Yeah! There's nowhere on the planet that makes me so happy, fills me with so much emotion, or is so wild that you can drive here. Base camp is just around the corner here. No more roads, no more vehicles, just beautiful, pristine mountain scenario. But man, it snowed a bunch the last few days. The mountain looks incredible. We recently heard the ropes are up to 7,900 meters, or about 25,500 feet, which is amazing progress for May 2nd. And now the work begins. Right back at ya. Yeah! All the way down the line. I love both sides of the mountain, and a lot of my formative years were actually on the south side. But what I found was 2 things. The lack of enforcement of regulations from the Nepali government, combined with the just completely outsized random danger of the Khumbu icefall, made it a side that I didn't think I could run a trip that I was proud of. The north side, for me, removes largely both of those issues. China does actually enforce the regulations they put in place. They desperately want their Everest National Park to be clean, pristine, sacred, and special for tourists and climbers. So we really feel like we have a partner in the Chinese government here. And then second of all, the route generally follows ridges and high points instead of valleys and low points. There is no icefall, and just the risk is completely different. When there's been dozens of deaths on the south side in the modern era of guiding in the last 25 years in the 2000s, there's just been a tiny handful on the north side. I think of the 8 years I've been here, I've seen 1 fatality on this side of the mountain. When you're going to do a flip, it takes an extra 10 seconds to flip it. So today we're going to go do some fixed rope training, just reviewing skills that everyone has already on a course that we built up above base camp. Cool, let's keep going up to the flats here. Okay. See if the wind keeps going.
We still have risk. Climbing Mount Everest is still dangerous, but we can mitigate a lot of the risk through mountain guiding decisions and being conservative, and that's what I built my whole career on. That's why I'm a mountain guide.
How is it, Reed?
Great.
Nice.
All in with all the staff, we'll have less than 200 climbers here on this side. I think on the south side we're expecting somewhere in the range of 1,200 climbers, and on a much more dangerous route. It's a bummer, but it is how it is. The early climbs of Everest in the 1920s were actually all from the north side. It was much, much later that the south side was discovered and people started trying to climb on that side. Even in the earlier 1920s expeditions, they were getting very close, well over 8,000 meters on the tallest mountain on the planet.
Go put the work in. Let's get it done.
All right,
you guys
guys.
ready to pass us?
Yeah.
Here, we've just finished this big step in base camp. We really feel like a team now. I think everyone's strong, healthy, has the skills they need.
Morning, AB.
Morning.
What's going on?
Here we are at Alpenglow's interim camp. This is kind of the simplest camp we have on the whole mountain at 19,000 feet. So today we're moving up to advanced base camp, 21,000 feet. Up, up, up. Let's go.
Oh my
might be in one of my very favorite places on the planet, the Miracle Highway. We have this wild rock moraine that's been pushed up between two parts of the glacier. So we just have two 300-foot penitentes on both sides. Kind of just can't believe this even exists. Like, to get up this way to the mountain, if this little Miracle Highway rock moraine didn't exist, there's no way. This probably never would have become a normal route on Mount Everest. Just gonna run and take a leak. Perfect. Advanced Base Camp, it still has the name Base Camp in it, and we can still bring yaks to bring things to it, and we can still wear sneakers actually all the way there to 21,000 feet. But that's like one of the highest mountain camps in the world. And by the time we get to that Advanced Base Camp, we'll be directly under all the technical climbing and all the like massive steep face of Everest. We're having a Puja Ceremony, and the Puja Ceremony is a Tibetan Buddhist blessing ceremony, asking the mountains essentially for permission to climb. For me, I'm not religious, but it's this incredible moment to kind of bring the entire team together. Sherpa, guides, climbers, even the kitchen. We're all one team, we're all working together, and we all need to trust each other up high. I think it also is just a good reminder of kind of the seriousness of what we do. This is maybe the world's most serious playground, and this is maybe the first moment right underneath the face, taking it all in, remembering we've got to be conservative and make good decisions for all of us.
Balancing wishing I was home with my family with how powerful and important these experiences that I get to have in the mountains, that's what I found so difficult about this season on Everest. Everest still really stresses me out in a really positive way. Like, I don't ever want to go to that mountain not as fit as I possibly can be. Obviously, I know I can climb Mount Everest, but what I expect of every single person on my team and myself is to not only be able to get to the top of the mountain and barely struggle my ass back down, it's to have loads of reserves for when things go wrong. And that takes a huge amount of work still.
Today was kind of like a meaningful day because all the Sherpa did a big carry to North Col today. North Col is at 7,000 meters, or 23,000 feet. And for me, this is an incredibly important move that everyone has to do. It has to be successful at, actually make it all the way without oxygen. The reason I put so much weight on it is I think it mimics how people are going to feel in the mid 8,000 meter range with supplemental oxygen. And so we want to know that people have the fight, the health, and just that the whole puzzle can come together in really hard conditions. I want to know that each of my members can do that at 7,000 meters, where it's still pretty easy, quote unquote, to get someone down if they have a hard day or a medical issue or something like that.
So low winds, 18, 19, maybe 22, but 20th also, but we don't know yet. We hope. Clouds on the 18th. This year was a really interesting year on the mountain. Obviously, I've been lucky enough to see a lot of seasons now to so kind of have a sense of weather patterns that happen on the mountain. And this year what happened, we had mostly bluebird weather, not a lot of storms or snow. Precipitation was really never an issue on the Tibetan side of the mountain, but we had a lot of wind up high on the mountain. Essentially the jet stream, which normally moves north off the mountain in sort of early to mid-May, this year stuck around. And so we were able to work lower on the mountain, but we chose that no one on our team, including Sherpa, really ever went above 8,000 meters during those like very windy periods. The jet doesn't look like it moves north and east until like the 24th, 25th, 26th. And so we made a decision to not try to go for one of these high-risk windy periods when the jet was still close to Mount Everest, but to be a little more patient and wait for a time when the jet stream did actually move. That's when the mountain is a lot safer. And the closer we got, the more and more I saw the models matching up to this window that I believe makes sense to bring non-professional climbers up high on the mountain in.
Congratulations and well done. You are truly prepared to climb this mountain and to stand on its summit. Everyone in this tent. So today's the day to prep for your summit push. In an average year, you know there'll be somewhere in the vicinity of 700 foreign climbers, and somewhere between 10 and 20 won't come home, and somewhere between 50 and 100 will have life-changing injuries. Those are statistics that you cannot find in anything else you will do on this planet. And you should take that very, very seriously. May 24th, we're officially on our summit push with Alpenglow Expeditions. And we are the only team on a May 27th summit day push. Team's looking strong, competent. Kind of putting into practice everything we've been working on the past couple of weeks, and I think raring to go.
Lean back and tension step.
I had this fantastic member, Steven, that I had been climbing with throughout the season. We had a lot of fun together. And ultimately, Steven decided to go home before the summit push. He had picked up a bit of a cough, and it was just a really hard addition to what is already a really hard thing to do, climbing Mount Everest. I knew I was feeling strong, and so I decided instead of doing the traditional 3 nights in 3 different camps above advanced base camp, that I'd use just one camp and go from camp 2. So skip camp 1 and skip camp 3.
What up, baby?
What's up?
Yeah!
What's up is, hold on. What's up is I'm happy. Everyone at camp 2 had a good night. The weather is exactly matching what we planned. Our plan for today, I'm picking Griff up here at North Col. He had a good night. We're gonna keep going. We're skipping this camp where I am, going straight to camp 2. We'll get there by 1 or 2 p.m. And then we're gonna prep. I gotta listen to this, sorry.
No worries.
I could still help run the team. I was still there if there were any issues, but I got to climb in a way that I thought would be difficult for me. It was phenomenal to feel this responsibility for the whole team, but also to know how strong and capable the team is. Topo, co-expedition leading with me, Emily Turner running everything in base camp and all the logistics, and then Dorje Sonam leading our Sherpa team. There was so much strength on the team, I actually didn't have anything to do. And this was my first time in many years since I rope fixed with the Sherpa. I haven't moved like that on the mountain, and it was so much fun.
Great job up there. It's fucking amazing out here. Made it to camp 2, 35,000 feet or so. Woo! We kicked ass today. Time to get settled in. Yeah! Why did I ever do this without oxygen? Fuck that.
Sperm Koya. Thank you.
Griff and I are here at Camp 2 at 25,000 feet. Everybody else in the team is at 27,000 feet, the traditional high camp on the north side. We have an amazing forecast of this wind just continuing to dip, the jet stream moving north, and the warmest, calmest day of the whole season. So the plan is Griff and I are gonna get up at like 9 p.m. Fuck, what's wrong with us? Maybe 8:30. Have hot drinks, food, walk out of here between 10 and 10:30. It's gonna take us 3 hours to get up to high camp where we'll meet everybody else. I'm just so excited for this day. Everyone's worked so hard to be here.
The intense human experiences with other people are what keep bringing me back to Everest. Like, I have failed so hard on Everest. I have had the biggest joyous successes of my life there. I've found love there. I've lost people there and had tragedy. Like, it is everything. It's because it's just the most intense laboratory of human experience that I know of. It's a place where every single person there, if it's being done well and right, is being pushed to their limit physically, mentally, and emotionally, and will not be successful without the team they have around them. And like, I mean, what is cooler than that, and where are you gonna learn more about yourself than there?
This is insane. Yeah. Pretty special. Pass you again, or? Yeah, go for it. You can pass me if you want.
Yeah, Reed, yes, Sid, let's go! Summit of Mount Everest. May 27th. Not a drop of wind. Now we're on top as sun's rising. Full team on its way up.
I didn't think my 10th summit was important, but then like it did in the end feel important in that it was a moment to appreciate my career on this mountain and the opportunities I've gotten to have. And like, I never thought my career was gonna lead to one summit on Everest, and it's led to 10. Like, it's just a moment to stop and kind of take stock on where I'm at and what's happened and how fucking cool Alpenglow Expeditions is that I get to be a part of this and lead it.
No, there's like nothing like a group of people coming together to try one of the hardest things that I know of how to do. Like, hardest physically, hardest mentally, like so much problem solving, hardest emotionally. It's fucking scary and dangerous. And to watch a team of Sherpa mountain guides and members come together and fight together to stand on top, of course, and to get back down. Like, I just learn so much every year. There's just nowhere on the planet where one place has given me so much. And so, as long as I'm fucking healthy and can do it safely, I'm gonna be here supporting, hopefully giving other people the opportunity to have the experiences that I have had on this mountain.